Hi everyone, so today my video is about the black vegan. I get a lot of questions about this, mostly from, well, I'd say 50-50, probably from other ethnic minorities, so, you know, black people, Asian people, Oriental people. So I thought I should address it, and I think it's very good for me to be visible as a woman of colour, promoting the vegan message so that other women of colour and other men of colour can see me and feel more comfortable. I think what tends to happen within communities such as ethnic minorities is there's a little less understanding about things such as dietary choices. You know, like for instance, I know that my family, you know, found it very white or very English, should I say, for me to be adopting like a vegetarian diet and then a vegan diet, because it was just the kind of thing that, you know, my grandparents are never going to understand, and my parents are never going to understand. I do feel as though the level of understanding towards things such as veganism, because it implies a certain level of privilege, is going to be substantially lower for ethnic minorities. So, you know, I'm not surprised to find out that some people's parents are supportive, but I'm always not surprised equally to find out that my friends who come from ethnic minority backgrounds, their parents just don't understand. You know, meat, dairy is a cultural thing, and it's very hard to separate yourself from that without it seeming as though you're separating yourself from that culture, especially if you're already living in a different culture from that culture. So for instance, someone who's Indian who's living in the UK, or someone who's been born to Indian parents or to parents of originally Indian descent and are living in the UK, and you know, and here they are rejecting vegetarianism, going for veganism, staying away from the dairy, the, you know, the ghee, the butters, all the things that maybe are associated with Indian cuisine. So what I'm saying is this is exactly the same thing in the African culture as well as the Afro-Caribbean culture. You are seen as pushing away from the culture because you're rejecting something as important as food and as vital as food, which really does shape the identity. So I'm not saying it's harder, but I'm saying it's different. It's completely different. So I think it's good to kind of have a role model out there. I myself, I haven't really gone out looking for other vegans of colour, so to speak, but I haven't seen a lot in, you know, in what I've come across. I just really have not seen a lot. So the more visible we are, and I'm hoping the more visible I am, the more, you know, other people of colour will feel safe and will feel like they have someone to ask or to speak to who they feel might understand more the cultural differences that they might be facing in letting their friends and family know they're vegan, trying to implement this vegan lifestyle. Like for instance, asking your grandparents to understand you're vegan is just, it's just not on the cards. Let's just put it that way. It's just, you might as well be asking bats to, you know, walk on the ground. Okay, so moving on, I've recorded a video as a day in the life of a black vegan because I'm a black vegan. It's a day in my life, and this particular day is very special to me because I went to the animal fair. I always get that wrong. I went to the Animal Aid Fair, the Christmas fair, and it was at Kensington Town Hall, and it was amazing. I had fun. So, you know, just keep watching and you'll see what an average black vegan gets up to. Enjoy!